That was a great session. We appreciate everyone participating. John and Funda, are you on for the wrap up?
Yeah, we are. I think John has a slide.
I have a slide. I'm not sure. Ah, here we go. Brilliant. Okay. So this is the Friday highlights slide. And what a day it was. So, so from the top here, of course, always the most memorable thing about this meeting are in fact the personal statements, the statements from people who are going through this. And it's always moving. It's always very, very important in that it brings us clinicians, us scientists, us health professionals, it brings us back to earth, and that's ever so important. And I found every one of these, just a great performance and worth listening to purely for what they were in themselves. But what of the rest of the meeting? My goodness. Well, I am absolutely delighted that Lola quoted Voltaire. So Lola from the FDA quoted Voltaire, "Perfection should not be the enemy of the good." And this is all about the fact that we're making our trials so complicated, so crossing the T's and dotting the I's, so risk averse that they become really, really tough for patients to go through. And it's so refreshing to hear from the FDA that they don't want to do this anymore. I'm not sure she'll want to be heard being quoted as saying that absolutely like that, but I'm sure that was the message that she wanted to convey, and I am very grateful for it. So Lola and Voltaire, we're very, very, very grateful. Lipika Goyal told us about squeezing the orange. Squeezing the orange, getting the most out of one particular treatment before you move on to the next. Not only will I have great fun just giving her a hard time about this time and time again, but actually I don't entirely agree with her. I'm not sure. I think we're at the point where with sequential chemotherapy and targeted therapies, we no longer have to squeeze the orange. Maybe that's a conversation for some other time. But I thought that was a great moment. Colm O'Rourke, one of the poster presenters, told us that he can now take a bit of the cancer and tell us whether we're going to respond to chemotherapy or not. I've taken quite a few shortcuts by saying that, but that's pretty much what he said. It's not published yet, but I think it's great stuff, and it's going to make a big difference. Keep your eye out for that. So that's the Jesper Anderson, Chiara Bracconi lot. That's very nice data. And then finally, not necessarily a highlight of the conference, but something that's just come up in the last 2 days. So 2 days we've been here for the best part of 3 days conference, and in those 3 days we've had futibatinib, so that's one of the FGFR inhibitors, FDA breakthrough therapy designation. I'm not entirely sure what that meant, but that's I'm sure that's good news. And pemigatinib has been approved by the EMA, so pemigatinib is now approved in Europe. So in the last 3 days, there have been huge advances for patients all over the world. So that's the update, and I'm going to stop sharing and hope it works. There we go.
Funda, any additional thoughts?
Yeah, no, John, that was a nice wrap up, and I just want to thank the foundation for giving us the opportunity to really co-lead this effort this year. It was truly our honor, and it was very, very fun, and I so enjoyed the last 3 days and the excitement in the audience and the participation, the intelligent questions, and the amazing presentation. So I'd like to thank everybody that participated.
Thank you, John and Funda. It has been such a pleasure to work with you on chairing this conference. This has been an amazing 3 days. Appreciate the a really great overview of today. I think we just got I think the company's got a lot of good information. The investigators got a lot of good information. So happy to have FDA represented by Dr. Lola Fascio-Yanaje here. And we have a lot to think about and a lot of work to do, but a lot of great things happening. On behalf of the Cholangiocarcinoma Foundation and this community, I want to express our sincere gratitude to all who participated in this conference, especially to Dr. Funda Merrick-Bernstam and Dr. John Bridgewater and the incredible agenda that they put together this year. We also want to thank the patient committee who organized the agenda for Wednesday's presentations and activities. Thank you to all the speakers, the moderators, the poster presenters, everyone who was asking questions, all those who are answering questions. We want to thank and acknowledge all of the volunteers and the CCF staff who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make the conference successful. Thank you to all of you for attending and creating the unique synergy that results from every stakeholder in this community coming together. Special thanks go out to the committed researchers who are your treating physicians, if you are a patient, and the scientific community who have always been such an incredible support to the important work we do at the Foundation. We could not come together in this way without our sponsors, so we are so grateful for their interest in developing innovative treatment options for these patients and the commitment they have continually demonstrated to seeking out patient input to inform and advance their work. We invite you to save the date right now. Please block out these dates on your 2022 calendar. February 23rd through the 25th for next year will be the annual conference in Salt Lake City. Just going to say that one more time, February 23rd through the 25th, 2022 at the Salt Palace in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah. We hope to be live and in person, but as always, updates will come out as needed. I am honored at this time to announce the co-chairs of next year's conference, which will be Dr. Jesper Anderson and Dr. Lipika Goyal. We are so grateful to have them and for Funda and John to pass the torch to them. We'll be thrilled to partner with them on the 2022 conference. We would kindly ask all the participants on the conference the last 3 days to complete the surveys that are in the CCF booth of the conference platform. We need your feedback for future conference planning as well as program development at the Foundation. All attendees will also be receiving the surveys via email, so we will find you. Please fill those out so that we can continue to improve. Thank you again. John and Funda, thank you so much. We're so grateful. And thank you to all the patients and caregivers from all over the world who attended the conference. Thank you.